Here we go. Today we're going to talk about a core value here that we have, one of our 7 here at TLC.
Give every challenge everything you've got. You want challenges. You eat challenge for breakfast.
This is huge, man. At the very least, take accountability with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I could have did better.
It should be a natural hunger in you.
This is my jam right here, man. Thank you, by the way, to those of you that support Mindset Minutes on your favorite podcast apps out there.
My soon-to-be daughter-in-law, she just joined.
Did she?
Yes.
Great. So we got some new followers,
Yeah.
and when you guys are sharing and liking and commenting, that really helps us out a lot.
What's up, Lady Bree?
But our Mindset Minutes portion of our broadcast today is speaking of the core value. We don't just do what's easy, we do what's right. We already talked about this a little bit today. Dang, alignment.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Carl.
Okay. So here's the companion phrasing. If someone you respect were watching you make a decision, what would you want them to see? Don't trade your integrity for convenience. Take the path that honors your values, even when it demands more of you. Even when it demands more of you. There is more that I require of you. Woo!
I think so many people, I know I can relate to this message right now, especially the last several weeks. I know so many of you watching can relate to it as well. And so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to be very careful because I don't really want to, I don't want to lose integrity here. I don't want to trade my integrity for convenience, just like this message is saying, right?
Wow.
Take the path that honors your values, even when it demands more of you. I'm just going to be real, okay? And usually I sugarcoat a little bit, but I'm just going to be real because why not? The amount of personal and company unwarranted and unfounded disparagement that has come our way or my way recently in the last couple of weeks is disheartening, frustrating, because I know it's not founded in truth. And I know it's being done in a spirit of fear and maybe manipulation. I don't know. I mean, everyone's got their own motives, right? And I don't know what those motives are. Here's what I know. At Total Life Changes and in John Licari's mind and heart, we love people.
Yep.
And our purpose on this earth is to help people become better, be healthier, make some new friends, become a better version of themselves, maybe bless them financially, or a combination of all of that stuff, right? And that's what it's always been. That's what it's always going to be. We're always going to try to operate in a spirit of integrity as much as we can. Are we going to make mistakes? Of course we are. We're human, right? But I think for me, man, like the skill that I had to develop over the years in business, or in the last couple of decades, have really helped me these last couple of weeks of just not responding and not getting drawn into the temptation of tit for tat or responding with certain behavior with the same kind of behavior. And sometimes silence can be viewed as weakness, but I think if you read the right books, you'll find out that that's not necessarily.
No. He never said a mumbling word.
The book. Yeah.
He never said a mumbling
That's right, man. So,
word.
I mean, take the path that honors your values, even when it demands more. Like, that has demanded a lot from me because it's not a solo battle, right? So, like, hey, man, I'm in that mindset, right? I'm like, nope, you know what? Like, I'm going to trust my God. I'm going to trust, what I've learned over the years, and I'm not going to respond to that. But then when you got outside forces saying, hey, did you hear this? Are you going to respond? Hey, this just happened. Are you going to respond? Hey, someone's plotting this. Maybe you should respond. It's like, maybe I should just continue trying to be the light instead of trying to be the dark.
Yeah.
And here's what I know. The people that don't know you, they will, for the most part, be swayed.
Yeah.
The people that know you, they won't, right? And that's just the reality of life and business sometimes, is that there's a lot of people that sometimes in a huge community like this that don't really know you. And you're like, so we have people connect with us today, right? Like most of you guys know us.
Yeah.
Right? And if you hear something that's totally out of character, totally out of context, totally out of our behavior pattern, you'll be like, yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Because you know us. But if you don't know us, you're like, wow, that's terrible. Like, so I guess you come to grips with the term, you come to grips with the fact that people that don't know you, they just don't know you, right?
No.
They know someone else who may have a different narrative for them. And, you just have to trust in God that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to work. And, sometimes there's embedded blessings in what seems to be crisis.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to say about this. And I have never been more confident than ever about our community and our culture. I love what's happening in TLC right now. And that doesn't mean that I'm not sad that some of my old friends are no longer part of it, because I am, right? But I also know it was time for some things to change. And isn't that the name of the company? Total Life.
Choices.
Yeah. Changes.
Chili cheese fries.
Total Life changes, right? Like this is all
Changes.
about change. And sometimes you need a change in order for there to be a change.
Yeah.
And, I think that everything has a life cycle. And sometimes it's good to just move forward with a certain attitude instead of a certain skill.
Yeah.
Right. And so we've got the right attitudes and the right hearts. And the rest of this year is going to be beautiful. 2026 is going to be amazing. The story that we are creating right now, we hold the pen now, right? We all hold the pen now. The story that we are writing right now is a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Right. It's a beautiful story and it's going to be amazing. And I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Oh gosh. I'm not going to cry.
Frequency is going to be amazing, by the way, because of all of this. But go ahead.
Okay. So if you've ever taken a tour here at HQ, give me a fire in the chat if you've ever taken a tour of HQ, because on that tour, I ended in my office, and only those that have taken this tour, I say a phrase, "We family," right?
Yeah.
And after that, I lay something heavy. The end of the tour starts at the beginning where we read the core values on the wall. And I tell them always over here that this core value is special. We don't just do what's easy. We do what's right. I'm going to tell you why it's so special to me. And we go here, we go there, and we end up in my office where I have this quote on my wall from this brilliant American man. And it says, people should feel safe when they get to work, and they should feel accomplished when they leave, right? American hope dealer, John Licari. He said that. And so I take them back to that space where I say there's a special core value here. And it's this one. We don't just do what's easy, we do what's right. And I tell the story of how I got here to be the director of human resources. And I say, I watched the man on this wall, because this is what this said. If someone who you respect were watching you make a decision, what would you want them to see? And I said, I saw this man take me on one hand and another person on another, and literally over the phone, I watched him weigh what's best. What's easy, what's best. It would be easy. Listen, y'all know this. I had a job elsewhere. I accepted it, right? I was gone. I sent that offer in, but I watched this guy weigh what was best for TLC. And we weren't in the same room. This was at 1 a.m. on the phone.
Yeah, it was.
And we weren't in the same room. And I watched him weigh what would be best. He knew what was easy. Again, because I was gone. I had 2 feet out the door.
Yes, you did.
And so I used that moment to tell people these aren't just core values that we have on a wall and on a website. They're in the hearts of our leaders, right? And so the path that honors your values, even when it demands more of you, it can't be tough under attack. But I'm going to take you here really quick. I'm going to take you to this woman that was caught in adultery. And they had stones chucking, just ready to go, right? And so instead of just sending down legions of angels or spitting fire out of his mouth, I would be a really cool Bible movie maker. Y'all would love that.
I believe that.
Blockbusters.
I believe that.
He did something very peculiar, but it was very powerful. He started writing on the ground. And as he wrote on the ground, what happened was people were watching him make a decision. They didn't know it. And so what did he want them to see? Stay cool.
Yeah.
Stay calm. Don't get frazzled. Let me tell you why you can't get frazzled. When you're frazzled and when you're anxious, you're going to do what's easy. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to contemplate this. I don't want to deliberate this. But I just hear God saying, just writing in the sand. And when you get up, you're going to get up right. And when you get up, you're going to have something powerful. He that is without sin among you, cast the first stone.
Amen.
Do you know all them jokers dropped their rocks and they left?
Yeah, because they, after reflection, they just knew, like, well, I definitely can't say I'm without sin.
I can't.
And neither can I.
Nan. I can't throw Nan rock. But when it comes to standing on business, listen, we're look at this. The core value of the day.
Yeah.
You can go to any company on the planet and they won't have these core values.
They don't have any.
Because they're too challenging.
Yeah.
This is too challenging to live out.
This is the hardest one.
But this is what makes you stronger.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
the challenges. It's the things that you can do only after you've trained, only after you failed. I bet you've had rocks hailed at you and you fired back. You talked about it this morning.
Yeah, for
You was
sure.
a fighter. You's Italian. I know you can fight.
Yep.
But you've learned.
Of course, you learn and you reflect and you move on and you grow. But that was also that was a product of my environment back then. But I'm also a product of my environment now.
See?
Right. And so, but by the way, I don't even know if you realize this. What you just talked about, that phone call, that phone call that we had at 1 a.m, that's what's missing right now. Right.
Yeah.
So we got people that are walking away disparaging based on information from other people. They've never had that phone call.
Never had that phone.
They never had that discussion, right? They just whatever level of discernment they had, they just, trusted that. And that's fine, right? But see, that phone call, by the way, was 3+ years ago. Okay. Here you are.
Yep.
Right. You've blessed me. You've blessed the organization because of that phone call.
Yeah.
Hopefully we've blessed you because of that phone call.
Kidding me?
It was one conversation, right? It wasn't multiple meetings. It was just like, hey, here's what's going on. I just wanted you to know. And then the one guy stood up and said, wait a minute, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
That's it. And by the way, it could have ended the total opposite way, right? It could have been like, hey, man, with all due respect, great, right? But something about the energy of that conversation made us both think. Instead of casting the stone, right?
Yeah.
We thought for a minute. We sat down. We okay, let's think about this. Let's not react instinctively because we're humans.
Yep.
Right? Human beings, man, we are instinctive, man. And when we get mad, we fire.
Yep.
When we get happy, we make decisions that maybe we didn't think about and they come back to haunt us or whatever. And it's like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Right? Just 1 second sometimes is all it takes. 5 seconds.
Yep.
And so, what a beautiful thing. And most people wouldn't know that, right? Unless you share it. But many people have been blessed by that one phone call that they weren't a part of.
Couldn't have
but
seen
we
it.
were.
Yeah.
Right? And so, man, life is just beautiful, man. When you
know what I
really
need
look
y'all to do?
backwards.
Can I
And by
give
the
a-
way, God is very visible when you look backwards in life. And sometimes
Yeah.
when you're looking for him in the present or you're even trying to find him in the future, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But you look backwards, man. I'm telling you, for all of you, people that are struggling with belief and faith.
Yeah.
When you look backwards, I know you see him. He was there.
Yep.
He was there, man. And so, by the way, these discussions that we're having about our personal life, I know some of you are having this yourselves in your personal or business or relationship life. And just trust it, man. Have those conversations. Think about it for a few extra minutes or a few extra days and try to, develop that discernment of making the right decisions in life, because way too many people are acting instinctively based on emotion and they're really, really, really regretting it later.
Yep. The only way I saw somebody put emotional intelligence in the chat. I want to give y'all some homework. I want you to watch the footage of Ronald Reagan's attempted assassination.
Okay.
You're going to see two men who acted unnaturally. They turned themselves towards the shots.
Okay. Yeah.
They turned themselves towards
I'm familiar
the
with that video.
gunfire.
Yeah.
And you don't do that if you're not trained, if you're not mentally prepared. I need you guys.
Yeah,
to
because
do
the rest of us would have did, right? We would have ran.
Sure.
We would have ran
even
far
those
away,
that were
yeah.
getting paid.
Yeah.
There were two though that turned toward the shots, and you don't do that without a discipline to your mind,
Yeah.
without a discipline to your emotions. I want you guys to sit where you're sitting, hear what you're hearing, feel what you're feeling, but act unnaturally. And don't believe everything you hear about these two. Because I'm going to tell y'all what I tell these two in private. I'm going to tell y'all in public. Y'all have changed too many lives.
Thanks.
Too many lives not to
Carl.
stay the course.
You know, and but we haven't done it alone. So thank you as well. And thanks,
No, it
thanks
took
to all of
Gabby,
you great people that have connected
Cameron.
with us today. Thanks for spending some time with us on this
Marky
Monday. Really, you know, I really walk into these now, and again, I talked about how I've been away for a few weeks. I really walk into these now like really wanting to help you all have a great mindset for the week, but this blesses me as well, man. Like some of the energy here and the connection and the discussion is awesome. And, you know, again, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like I love personal development and personal development environments. So just the fact that I'm surrounded by people that make me better, like you all, it's great for me. And I'm so happy to be part of this organization.
Yeah.
You know, and
I've
got some friends and family here that people could only wish for.
I get to serve with y'all.
Yeah.
I get to.
Well, listen, we got to get to work, man. So many people need to hear about
The
us.
audience is growing.
So many people need to hear about
Even
Total
now?
Life Changes. So we need your help. We cannot do that alone. So please, let's go out there and share the good news of the world and make a new friend today. Start a new conversation.